Hello, welcome to this lesson where we're going to look at probability, a question that was in the exam last year, which is 2020. Okay, this is a question that was in section A. As you know, section A of paper 2 carries composite questions. Of course, I must mention that 1, 2, 3 questions were not part of the question as it came in the exam. In the exam, there was only this part of a tree diagram as well as the last part. Now, I have modified it or I've added more questions so that we have all the cases under consideration. All right? So, you must be able to know that. So, we have a bag that contains 7 red and 3 white balls. Okay? 2 balls are taken from the bag at random, one after the other, without replacement. Without replacement. Okay? Without replacement. So, draw a tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. Draw the tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. So, how do we draw a tree diagram? I'm sure we must be familiar with the issues of the tree diagram. Okay? So, we have 7 red balls. Okay? And then we have 3 white balls. Okay? Alright, this is what we have, isn't it? Okay? So, if I can add further here, say we have ready, and then white, and white balls. Okay? These are identical balls, okay? The only difference is the color. So you are picking them from the box randomly. Okay? So we want to draw a tree diagram. So 2 balls were picked. When we do this, okay? This is our tree diagram here. Okay? When we have this case, okay? It means now we have the red and the blue, the white. So what is the probability that we are going to pick what is the probability that the first ball that we are going to pick is red? So we're going to look at the number of red balls that we have in the bag. How many are there? The number of red balls, there are 7. Okay, so these should be 7. Okay, we should have 7. Okay, so we have 7 over the total number of balls in the bag. The total number of balls in this bag, how many are they? They are 10. And the probability of picking a red ball is 7 over 10. The same is going to happen to the white ball. What are we going to have? We're going to have 3 over 10 because we have 3 white balls. Okay? So this is the first draw. This is the first draw. The first draw where we can pick red, or if this one happens, of course this will not happen. Okay? So what about we're saying now the second draw now? So we are coming to this point. Okay? We are coming to this point. I want you to pay particular attention. I know where learners do make mistakes. Alright? So we are coming to the second draw. This is a red ball and this is the white ball. This is a red ball and this is the white ball. What is the understanding here? The gist behind this diagram is that here, for instance, we are saying if the first ball that was picked, what is the probability that the second one, if the first ball that was picked was a red ball, what is the probability that the second one will also be a red ball? Are we together? Now, we are assuming that if the first ball that was picked, let's come back to our bag. If the first ball that was picked is red, it means one was picked, so it's no longer there. One was picked, so it's no longer there. So how many red balls do we now have? We have 6. Are we together? We have 6. What about the total? The total has also reduced from 10 to 9. So we are going to have 6 over 9. Okay? That is for the red ball. Then, what is the probability that if the first ball that we picked was a red ball, what is the probability that the second one is going to be a white ball? What is the probability that the second one is going to be a white ball? So this is where we are. This is where we are. One red ball is already taken. What is the probability that we're going to pick a white ball? How many white balls do we have? The white balls are still intact because the first ball that we picked was a red one. So the probability that the second ball is going to be white ball, or the first one is red, is the number of white balls is still intact, but the total has reduced because the first one was ready and it was removed. Is that clear? Now we are going to the other side where we are looking at if the first one that was picked is white. So I'm going to return this red here because now we are looking at a different arm of the tree diagram, a different branch. So we are saying, look at it now, everything is back. What is the probability that if the first one that is picked is white ball, is a white ball, what is the probability that we are going to have a white ball? It is going to be 3 over. Now, what is the probability? I mean that the second one, if the first one was white, so meaning this one was removed. So the total number of white balls has reduced from 3 to 2 over 9. The total number of balls in the box has reduced, in a bag, has reduced from 10 to 9. What about for red balls? The red balls are still intact. It is still 7 over 9. Are we together? It means we have answered the first question. Here, this is a tree diagram. This is the tree diagram. Here, draw a tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. So here, this is what we have. What is the first one? This is going to be ready and ready. This one is going to be what? Ready and white ball. And this one is white ball, then ready. This one is white ball and white ball. Okay? That is what we are supposed to do. These are the probabilities that are expected. If they said 3 balls are taken, it means we were going to have a third draw. Otherwise, this is the first draw, then this is the second draw. Okay? So now we get to answer this question. We get to answer these questions. We get to answer these questions now. Okay? So, find the probability of taking both red balls. Those 2 balls that were taken, what is the probability that both of them were red? So meaning we're talking about red, isn't it? The first one, what is the probability that the first ball is, we're talking about the probability of what? Ready and red. Which is what? The first one is ready. What do we have? It's 7 over 10, isn't it? But the second one is also ready. What is it? It's 6 over 9. Okay? That is what we have. And this can give us what? 7 over 10 multiplied by 3 here. It's better we simplify it so that we avoid bigger digits or numbers. Okay? We avoid bigger numbers. So this is going to be 2 over 3. Okay? This is going to be 2 over 3. Then We can also simplify this one here, or maybe let's say 14 over 30. 14 over 30, isn't it? Now, you still know here that at this point, you can simplify this one where you're going to have 7 over 15. That is the probability, 7 over 15. The probability that both balls are going to be ready. That is the probability that both balls are going to be ready. I'm sure you know where now 7 over 15 is coming from. Okay? Then balls of the same color. Balls of the same color. Balls of the same color. I'm sure now we are dealing with something that you already have. Balls of the same color. I can get rid of the question so that we have space. Balls of the same color. Okay. Balls of the same color. Now, balls of the same color. Which color is that? The color has not been specified. For the first one, we were told both balls are red. It was specific. Now here, we haven't been told which balls. We have just been told that balls of the same color. So here, we have the same color. We have two same colors. Red, red, and white, white. So both of them do qualify because the question has not specified which color. We've just been told balls of the same color. So balls of the same color here, the answer must be the probability of red plus the probability of white and white. Both of them do what? Qualify. So what are we going to have? You know that this one here, it means multiplication. Okay? We can have, maybe we can start with or. That's very important. Of the same colors, it could be this one or this one. Now, or, you know that it always, here it means addition. Okay, so we come to this one now. What did we say here? We can go on and where we have red, we dealt with it. It was 7 over 10 multiplied by 6 over 9. Plus this part, I can ignore this one. For white, both of them are white. The first one is going to be what? 3 over 10 multiplied by 2 over 9. Are we together? That is what we're expecting. So this is going to give us what? 42 over 90 plus, what do we get here? 6 over 90. Okay? 60 over 90. Then you add this. What are you going to get? You're getting 48 over 90. Okay? So you just have to begin to simplify bit by bit. Don't make mistakes. Don't make mistakes. You can use 2, you use the next number. Okay? 6, can 6 go into 90? Can 6 go into 90? 6 here, yes, I think it will be. So let's start with 6 into 48. Okay? 6 into 48. What are we getting? 6 into, we get 80 over 6 into 9, it's 1. What's the remainder? 30, isn't it? What's the remainder? 30. Now, into 30, it's what? 15. I mean, it's 5. So we're going to have 8 over 5. We're going to have 8 over 15. We are going to have 8 over 15. When you multiply this one by 6, it will give us this one. When you multiply this one by 6, it will give us this one. Okay? That's very important. So basically, of the same colors, of the same what? Colors. This is what you are supposed to do. So we have dealt with this one that talks about the same color. Okay? We've dealt with this one that talks about the same color. I hope we are following. Alright? I do hope that we are following. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. that talks about different colors. Again, this one, it just says different colors. If the question says find the probability of getting the first ball is red, you know that the first ball is red and the second ball is white. It is red and white. So you're going to get 7 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9. If the question has specified like that, you just follow the instruction. But here we've just been told that balls of the what? Different colors. So balls of different colors could be what? Probability of red and white, or the probability of white and red, isn't it? Now we are saying or means what? We have to add. So we do the same thing. This is going to be what? Red and white. Red and white is what? 7 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9. Plus white is what? 3 over 10 multiplied by 7 over 9. Okay? And this is going to give us what? 30 over, this is supposed to be 9 here. Sorry, this is supposed to be 9. 30 over 90 plus 21 over 90. Okay? That's what we are getting. That is what we are getting here. Then we can have, what are we supposed to have here? Or even we're going to have 51 over 90. 51 over 90. So we can simplify. We can simplify so that we do not have the, so, or take note here, 7 multiplied by, this is also supposed to be 21. I don't know where this other part came from. So this is supposed to be 42. Okay. So at this point now we can use 6 again to be 7 over 15. To be 7 over 15. Okay. To be 7 over 15. That is what we are going to get here. That is what we are going to get here. That is what we are going to get here. Okay, take note of these minor. Okay. So now we come to the question that was in the exam. This is one of the questions. At least one white ball. At least one white ball. What does that mean? At least is the word that means minimum. Minimum. So it's like white ball is a must. I think we've heard, even when people are reporting on the news, that at least 4 people have died. That means that those 4 have been confirmed, so there's a possibility that there could be more others. So minimum, a white ball is a must. So at least there should be one white, so it could be, at least means minimum, so it can be 1 or above. Okay? So this, where we have a white ball, it qualifies. Even this one, where we have a white ball, it qualifies. Even this one. Only this one does not qualify because we do not have, okay, we do not have what? A white ball here. So we are going to have 2 methods. I'm going to show you 2 methods that we can use to solve. So we're going to have method 1 and method 2. Okay. So for method 1 is where we are saying probability of what? Red ball and white probability of what? O, which is plus O, where both of them are what? Both of them are white. This one also qualifies. This is one probability. So these probabilities do what? Qualify the three of them. These probabilities do what? They qualify the three of them. Okay? These probabilities qualify the three of them. So we want to look at the second method. We do not want this one. Red, we don't want it. But all these, they are what we need. So this is what we do not need. And we know that when we add these probabilities, they should give us 1. That is the total probability. So the other one we can say 1 minus the probability of what? Red, which we do not want. This we don't want. Okay? So this is going to be what? 1 minus the probability of, what is it that we're going to get here? Remember, it's going to be 7 over 10 multiplied by 6 over 9. This is going to be 1 over 42. Okay? 42 over 90. This over what? 90. 1 here we have 90 minus 42. Okay. What are we going to get? 48, isn't it? We're going to get 48. We are going to get 48 over 90. When we simplify this one, what did we get? We got 6 here, 8. 6 here into 90. This is what we got, isn't it? Then let's come to this method now. This one. Okay? Red and white. It was this one where we say it should be 7 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9 plus the second one is going to be now 3 over 10 multiplied by 7 over 9. Then the last one is going to be 3 over 10 multiplied by 2 over 9. Okay, so what do we get here? Here we are getting 21 over 90 plus 21 over 90 plus 6 over 90. Okay, so I'm sure you remember that how do we add such fractions? When the denominator is the same, we just add the numerators, isn't it? So we are going to add 21 plus 21, we get 42. 42 plus 6, we get 48. 48 over 90. The same thing we've reached at that point. So when you simplify it, what you get? You are still going to get 8 over 15, which is the same as this one. So whichever method that you take, the most important thing is you need to understand the question. You need to understand the question. Okay? You need to understand the question. So look out for the whole topic probability. There are about 8 lessons that are presented just on probability in this YouTube channel. When you follow those lessons, trust me, all the questions, both paper 1 and paper 2 that are asked in the examinations for ECZ and other exams, I can assure you that they are of great benefit and you wouldn't have challenges when it comes to the exam. So this was just part of the question that I was requested by some followers to present. Okay? So basically this is what we are supposed to do and these are the answers. Alright? Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Okay, until next time. Thank you so much.